Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and I want to do two things on this video today. Number one, I've been working on straightening up and clearing out some of the clutter from my craft room, so I'm going to show you that. I'm not done with all the organization part of it because I'm going to be swapping things, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And then I got a whole box of new goodies, so I want to show you that too. But let's start in the craft room, and I'm going to do my best because I have you hooked up to my little tripod, so I'm going to try to carry it. We'll see. Okay, so let me come back here. This is my craft room, and what was driving me crazy, I don't know if you can even see, I'm not sure how to tilt this down, I'm sorry if you're getting seasick, but what was driving me crazy was how I had so much clutter over here, and I want to clean this off so that I can use this space to photograph some of my projects. And then over here, sorry, it was really driving me crazy, just the ton of clutter that I had over here. So what I want to point out to you guys, and you know what, I'm just gonna take my phone out of here. It'll be so much easier. But what I want to point out to you is I took one desk out of my craft room, and I moved one desk over here by the window. And this little thing right here is called an Alex drawer set. It's from IKEA. I have two of them. These are great, you guys, because the drawers are pretty wide and pretty shallow. And so this is where I keep, like, those are inks. The top is chalk paste. These are stencils. And then down below is the start of me getting some ribbons organized. So over here, I have the same thing. And I'm working on doing the same thing with that. But I'm gonna put all my paint, my little craft paints and stuff in here. And I'm gonna move the ribbons so it's all in the same thing. So this is the start of my pretty cleaned off craft room. And in case you guys are wondering, because you're always saying it's too dark or it's too bright or I can't hear you, I do have a little bit of professional equipment like these two lights here and then this tripod. But for the most part, I'm just recording on my phone. So sometimes the volume isn't the absolute best, but I am gonna always give you my absolute best in terms of craft projects. So let's see. You need a couple of those drawer sets. You know what? Terry is talking about these Alex drawers that I was just showing you. I actually wouldn't mind having one more. And right here, this is the door to the main floor powder room from my craft room. Oh, I'm gonna show you my closet too. And I would love to have one more Alex and just be able to stack it on top of this one, because I don't need to use that door to go into the powder room, and it would just give me so much more space. So let me show you my closet, which I'm working on, but oh my word, it's a lot to keep track of. There's my ironing board, and I have all kinds of things in here. Fabric, paper, wood pieces, napkins, wood beads, miscellaneous knickknacks, glitter. And I'm starting to get it sort of organized, but it's obviously not perfect. I would love to have something built in. These wire shelves that you see, I just installed those myself. And they were from another room that had these in the closet and we weren't using them anymore. So I just used what I had and installed them myself. So they're not great, but I would really love to have something that was more professional. Anyways, so this is what my craft room looks like. And this used to be a homework room that we had for our boys, but they never used it. So then my husband moved all his office stuff into here, and he also has an office in the basement. So eventually I kicked him out, and I'm slowly but surely taking over every single spot except for right here. I don't know why, but we have our printer up here for some reason. And the internet stuff is up here. Anyways. But other than that one little spot, I've just been taking over a little piece at a time. Okay, so let me see if I can get you guys back into my little tripod here. Yes, and get it moved back over here. And have it not be completely tipping over. Okay, that's reasonable. So let me show you what I got. I'm so excited. And I'm going to give you a few ideas along the way. Oh, thank you, Terry. She says it's a great room. Okay, let me tell you a couple things. If you're looking for closed captioning, Facebook, for me, puts that on after the fact. After it's done recording, and I'm live right now, then if you watch the video on replay, it will have closed captions. So that's one thing. The other thing is, I don't know what the other thing was. Let me just show you what I got in the mail. Okay, these are super cute, and I honestly had no idea what to expect. So these are like little, they look sort of like skillets, and you can use some of the fun stencils and stuff that you can get at Magnolia to decorate them and put them in your kitchen. And they're two-sided, so you could hang them here or hang them here. They come with the jute, and you get a package of 2, and they're not very expensive. They kind of remind me of the coffee cups. Let me see if I can find those without too much trouble, and I'll show you those. These are adorable too. It's the very same nice MDF. Okay, so these come a set of 2, and this is more like a teacup, I suppose, and this is more like a coffee mug. And it comes with the jute, and you get a set of 2. So those are pretty cute. Much bigger and nicer than I was thinking. All right, this is not exciting, but I do have other exciting things in here, so stay with me. And if you want a link to any of these good crafting things I'm going to show you, just say link in the comments, and as soon as I hop off, I'll get you direct links, so you don't have to, spend 40 minutes hunting something down. Okay, I was almost out of my, I think it's called Cool Gray. No, it's called Gray Owl ink from Magnolia, so that's awesome. And I was pretty darn near out of the Fuchsia Rose. I love doing projects with ink. And so I like to have all the colors. I was completely out of the cocoa bean, which is this awesome brown. And then this is new. This is called Berry Blue ink. And it's like the navy ink was, which they don't have that anymore, but it'll probably come back this fall. But it's a little brighter. So I'm excited to try this out. So I got 4 new inks. Almost every time I order, I get one of these because they're so useful. It's a stencil cleaning sponge. So I think it's called a stencil cleaner. And let me just show you. And I have new stencils in here, so stay with me. Pat, I'll get you a link. Denise, I'll get you a link too. Okay, so this is called a stencil cleaner sponge. And one side of it has these like little nubs. And then the other side is plain. And what I usually do is I'll cut mine in half. In fact, I'm going to do that right now because the one at my kitchen sink is terrible. It needs to be tossed. So I'll just put one at my kitchen and put one of these in my drawer until I need to replace it. So it's easier, honestly, to work with half of a sponge. And in case you're wondering, because I get this question all the time, is this the same thing as a Mr. Clean sponge? No, it's not. It's a similar kind of material and it has a similar kind of bump, but it doesn't have all the same chemicals in it that Mr. Clean does. So, or Magic Eraser, not Mr. Clean, the Magic Eraser sponges. So I wouldn't use those on your stencils. This is not expensive. It's great, especially when you're working with ink, because that can sometimes be hard to get off. And it's like $2 or $3. I totally recommend it. And then the other thing I always get when I am ordering is a package of these little stir sticks that look like this. They're great for stirring your chalk paste. They're great for putting chalk or ink on something. They're just great little scrapers, and they get kind of gunky looking after a while, and sometimes I just don't feel like washing another thing, and I'll just toss them. So these are like a couple of dollars for, I don't know, there's 12 or 18 in here. They're great. Okay, and then this is not a craft project, but I just ordered some new Magnolia Design Company pins for $2 each, just for fun. Okay, I'll just even in here, I don't remember. Okay, this right here, oh, it's the Bunny Trio. Oh my gosh, okay, and you guys have been asking, a lot of you have been asking, when the Bunny Trio was gonna come back out. And it just recently did become available again, and this is what it looks like. They're nice little shelf centerpieces. Look how cute those are. And they're 3 different sizes. 3 different styles, and they go with the stencils, the Bunny Trio stencils. So, they're 2-sided. They'll stand on their own, and what most people do is they'll use them, and then at the end of Easter, they'll clean them off, put them away, and you can just clean them off with, you can use that same sponge and some water or even a little dish soap if you need to. Clean them off, put them away, then get them out and do them completely different, however you want. So these are cute, and they're not terribly expensive, I didn't think. I think they're adorable. Okay. So then I also ordered this, and it's a lumber pillow because I want to do a pillow that says "He is risen." So, and I was completely out of the lumber pillow size. I have lots of the square. The pillows from Magnolia are awesome. The fabric is awesome. The inside of them are awesome. They have a very nicely sewn zipper. They're just really great quality. Okay, so these are my new stencils. And I'll just show you them. What's the difference between Magnolia and chalk counter. I think she means to say chalk couture. Well, that's a great question. I get that one a lot too. They're two separate companies, like Joann's and Michael's. They have some categories of products that are similar, not everything, but they're two completely separate companies owned by two completely separate groups of people. And I have personally, isn't this funny, I've never seen a chalk couture stencil or chalk paste in person. I don't know, in my area it's just not a big thing. Or, I don't know, people think I don't like to craft, so they've never approached me. Which is so funny because I totally do. So I can't say anything about quality from that company to Magnolia. Of course I like Magnolia better. Magnolia does seem to have more faith stencils, and it's smaller and younger. The price points are lower. Oh, I have a stink bug. I'm so sorry. I'll get rid of that. A stink bug means a hacker or a troll is on here, but I'll get him and you guys can report him too. Anyway, so that's the difference. It's two different companies, unrelated, some similar product categories. Of course, I like Magnolia the best, but I don't have anything negative to say about them. I have a good friend who was with them. Okay, this is a cute new stencil. Oh, and it has that new stencil smell, which I love. It's so cute. It says Girl Power, and this would be so adorable in like pink and purple and yellow or orange, bright colors on a little girl's t-shirt. Okay, this is the one I'm going to do a project with possibly tomorrow. You guys have been asking me to show you how to put ruffled sleeves on your basic t-shirt. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to show you how to do two different kinds of them, and then we're going to stencil them. And we're going to do this new stencil that's called That's Interesting, which I think will be so funny to have on the front of a t-shirt. It's this like 1950s or 1960s looking gal that has her finger like this, and she's saying, "That's interesting." So, super cute. We'll do something with this on the t-shirt, and I'll show you guys the whole process, start to finish, two different ways that you can do something interesting with your basic t-shirts. I've done a ton of them. I've kind of figured out what's the easiest thing. We're gonna try, well, I'm gonna try something new. So I'll be working on that, and when I have it all mastered, hopefully by tomorrow, I'll show you. Okay, this one's new also, and this is a beautiful stencil. Oh my goodness. Look at this vintage sewing machine. It says Carolina on there. I don't know if there was a brand of these vintage sewing machines that look like that, but I just love everything about this. And it would be great for somebody who loves to sew and do all that kind of stuff, to do a sweet little sign for their craft room, to do it on a tote bag. If you have a sewing machine cover, you could do this on it. You could do t-shirts. You could put this on the back of a t-shirt. Anyways. Okay, I'm just looking at you guys. Your comments, and for the most part, you guys are always so good to me. You're saying that you think that the Magnolia brand is better. I do too, but I do think that, well, I know for sure that price points are better, and I think that the Faith Stencils, that's what sold me on this company. Oh, okay. Carrie Moore Ryman says that she wants to make pillows for her mom with this sewing machine. My grandmother, her name was Gladys Bell, at her home in Idaho, which is where I grew up, she had this long, like, covered, heated porch going into the house. They were farmers, okay? And she had one of these sewing machines out there. She also had a bunch of sewing machine stuff, like fancier, newer stuff in the house, but I always thought it looked so interesting and I didn't dare touch it. Okay, Latanya's asking if I saw her question. I don't know if I did. I don't think so. Sometimes the comments are just going by so quick, but I will stop and read everything when I'm finished. This is an awesome stencil. Joy comes in the morning, Psalm 30, verse 5. Isn't that the truth? Can't you just go to bed sometimes with a heavy heart, with a ton of things on your mind, concerns, worries, troubles, hurts, all that. And there's just something that the Lord does. When we wake up in the morning, you wake up with a whole new outlook. And a lot of times, for me anyways, I definitely wake up knowing that I can trust the Lord and that He has all my problems. He knew them before He made me. He knew them before He created the universe. And He knows the outcome of everything, and He loves me. And He loves those people that I'm concerned about too. So, anyways, I love this stencil. Joy comes in the morning. We'll definitely do a Christ and crafting with that. Okay, I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm going to show you a funny one, which is the last one, so stay with me. I ordered it. I can sort of relate to this funny thing. My kids are 21 and 25, so I'm kind of past this other stencil that I'll show you in a minute. But okay, this is 2 pieces, and it's awesome for tea towels. So I ordered 2 of them because my plan is to cut these in half and give them away at some point in the very near future. Probably when we do these projects as tea towels, I'll pick 2 people's names who sprinkle or something. Speaking of sprinkling, if you feel like sprinkling, that would be great. Okay, I just saw somebody who went by, their comment went by, Susan Blair, and she says that her grandma, Gladys, taught her to sew also. Yeah, my grandma was a crafty lady, and my mom, her daughter, was crafty and all that kind of stuff too. And then my grandmother on the other side of the family, my dad's mom, she was a great seamstress. So I grew up doing all that kind of stuff too. So anyways, bless our home with love and laughter. And in this kitchen, we make messes and memories. Awesome. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to show you. And then I'll hop up and I'll get everybody a link who wants to go look. These are just a few of the things that were released last Wednesday that I ordered. Since then, they've had other new releases. So I'll get you a link to the new page that has all the new stuff so you can check it out. There's a really awesome wreath that has a bee on it that says be kind. That's my favorite. And I think there's another new Bible verse. I can't remember. Anyways, okay. What do you guys think about this? Proud member of the Bad Moms Club. I think this is funny. And it would be a great t-shirt. I would probably put it on the back of a t-shirt with a pocket or something. Or put it on a tote bag. Something. Anyways, it's just silly. Because nobody's a perfect mom. And every mom makes so many mistakes like we all do. So that is what I wanted to show you guys, was the start of my craft room. I took pictures of the, right out here is my formal living room that we really never use. Never. Except my husband does use it when he's doing his Bible study. He'll go sit in there and do his study in there. Well, all the junk that I pulled out of this craft room is now on the floor and in tubs in that room. So that's the next thing I gotta do, probably tonight or first thing in the morning, is decide what stays and what goes and get the big totes organized and out here in our hall closet. So let me see, are you guys saying anything else? If you want links, oops, sorry, I rocked my little tripod thing a little bit. If you want links to any of this new stuff that I just showed you, or these adorable little skillets, or the Bunny Trio, the new blue ink, or even the teacups, or anything else, just say link. And if there's something specific that you're looking for that's maybe not a new item, tell me that and I'll get you a direct link for that too. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you have a good rest of the day. I'm still working on my craft room, so I don't know that I'm going to get to come live again. Probably not. But we'll do the t-shirts tomorrow. We'll do this one. And I'll show you guys how to put ruffles on your sleeves. We're going to use fabric glue because I know not everyone has a sewing machine. I have one right over there, which I could do a basting stitch or whatever you call that, cinch it up on some fabric and put it on a t-shirt in no time at all using my sewing machine. But we're going to do it with fabric glue so that those of you who don't have a sewing machine can see how you could do that just as easy. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Do this or this. Say something to me in the comments. Make sure that you've liked and followed DiyDreaming, all those things. Lead Facebook to believe that you like to watch this page, and then they're more likely to put my stuff in your Facebook feed so you see it. It's not guaranteed. But anyways, that's the best I can figure out. So do check to see if you've liked and followed this. Look at all those hearts and thumbs. And you can say something, ask a real question, or you can just say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, or do an emoji or something. You don't have to write a novel. Okay, I'll see you guys later.